Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we're actually going to be talking about the city of Oakland, and here is why. Now, a man named Brian Hoffer, he is the chair of what is known as the Oakland Privacy Commission, and they've got some serious issues with what Oakland is doing right now in terms of law enforcement, and that is the use of facial recognition technology. Now, to quote Mr. Hoffer, "We need to limit it now. We're moving to amend the Oakland Privacy Ordinance to prohibit the use of facial recognition technology because of the dangers that it possesses." Now, this proposed ban would have to pass through the Public Safety Committee and the Oakland City Council in order to get passed, and if it's passed, it would strictly prevent the city from using technology. So, here it is. Private companies could obviously remain free to use this. We're talking purely in the public realm as run by the government, typically law enforcement. Now, here's the issue with this. Facial recognition is inherently flawed. In fact, I've got a TED Talk coming out on artificial intelligence, or rather technology in defeating prejudice, and one of the things I talk about is facial recognition. Right now, it currently favors white males, correctly predicting who they are with 99% accuracy. However, when those same models for facial recognition are applied to women and minorities, the failure rate increases to 35%. Now, if we're looking at a city like Oakland, Oakland is, according to demographics, it is 61.8 ethnically non-white, meaning the failure rate for roughly almost 62% of the population is going to be 35%. Imagine being falsely accused or falsely identified because the facial recognition system is not good. We also have other very interesting information on this in the sense that they are probably using Amazon's facial recognition with the K, because Amazon has been pushing very heavily for city governments and law enforcement to be using this. And in the articles that I read about this, they were the ones prominently featured, although it wasn't confirmed. So my guess is that it is Amazon. Interestingly enough, last year, the ACLU used Amazon the Amazon facial recognition system to test all 535 members of the U.S. Congress against a criminal mugshot database that didn't include their faces. And the system identified 28 members of Congress as criminals, and I know I've used that before, in previous videos, but it is a startling statistic. What I haven't mentioned before is that overwhelmingly, those that it found in Congress, that were criminals, were minorities. 6 members of the Black Congress, or the Black Congressional Caucus, were tagged as criminals. That's a serious problem. And one of the things that we're going to have to combat when we are looking at this from a law enforcement perspective is false positives, because facial recognition may identify you even if it's not you. People say I look like Penn Jillette, and I would hate to be confused with Penn Jillette if he ever went on a murderous rampage, as I'm pretty sure Penn would not want to be confused with me if I ever decide to go on a murderous rampage. No worries there. But this is the point that we have. So the question becomes, should governments actually stop using facial recognition technology due to the potential harm it could cause an innocent person until these systems are really honed, improved, and just really made more capable? And so that is your question of the day, and I think it's a very valid one that we have because, quite frankly, I think the concern is everywhere. So take that for what it's worth. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, and as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.